Hi, I'm Earl Stovall with Stovall Custom Woodworking. Occasionally we receive commissions for furniture. Today I want to tell you about one such commission that we recently finished. We had a client who had a stool that had been in her family for a while, and she wanted a makeup vanity styled after that stool. So this is the stool that we used for our design elements. What we did, we used the rosettes, the beading, then we used this shape of the bottom of the apron in the vanity. This is the barrel of the stool, and this is kind of like a finial cap. We used this to kind of inspire the bun foot because the legs on this stool weren't really going to work in a cabinet situation. So what we started with is 100 board feet of African mahogany. I want to show you how we incorporated those design elements into this piece. We started with the rosettes. And you can see the rosettes we included in the mirror assembly and in the lower stiles of the vanity. We've got the beading that connects the rosettes. We've also got the beading in between in the top mirror frames. This is the shape from the bottom of the apron that we actually used a template. This is the exact size and shape off of the bottom of the stool. On this one, we enlarged it so that proportionately it would be accurate with the size of the mirror. Here, these are the rosettes and the beading that we incorporated into the stiles of the cabinet face frame. Below, this is our bun foot, which is our finial on the bottom of the stool. I talked to you about the material that we were using. We used a rough sawn 4/4 inch African mahogany. What we were able to mill that down to was a solid 7/8 of an inch. So our entire box is constructed of 7/8 of an inch solid African mahogany, from the end panels to the top, to the drawer fronts, to the cabinet faces, and our entire mirror assembly is all 7/8 of an inch solid African mahogany. I want to talk to you a little bit about what's behind the face, what's hidden. I want to talk about our interior structure. Each rail has a plywood deck that is dadoed into the mahogany end panels. Each deck has a dadoed partition that lines up with the edge of the stiles. This resulting grid work creates an interlocking structure that gives us a very solid box. So our client requested that 2 drawers have locks. We used a fully mortised chest lock with a hand-cut keyhole. We have a nice skeleton key here for our locking mechanisms. In these drawers, we actually have a split drawer. A split drawer is really just 2 drawers in one. What I really like is the hardware we used in this. This top drawer, the hardware is both self-closing and soft closing. So if you open this up and we close it, what it does is it brings itself back into a line. The other great thing about this hardware is that the top drawer completely moves out of way to have full access to the lower drawer. Now this is kind of cool. This primary drawer also has the same functioning hardware. So it is both self-closing and soft closing. And when you open this back up, this drawer is right back where it started. So what's a makeup vanity without a mirror assembly? Here we have a 3-way mirror. Our center mirror is on a pivot hinge. This allows you to tilt the mirror down or tilt it up. Your side mirrors are on a 180-degree hinge. This hinge actually will allow it to fold in completely on itself. This African mahogany, it has such a strong contrast in the grain that it creates a natural stripe pattern that I just love. The last feature I want to point out to you today is the back of the cabinet. We have a fully finished back. This started out because the mirrors on the end tilt in so far that I didn't want to look at the back of a mirror or an unfinished backer board, so we decided to finish the whole thing. You know, I seriously doubt there'd be an occasion that you would want this in the middle of a room, but it's certainly attractive enough. If you wanted to, you could. Thanks for taking the time to look at this piece of heirloom furniture with us today.